Hi, first grade teachers. An update here about next year's literacy initiative. I wanted to record a little message to you to share that information so that we didn't have to take up prep time or another meeting to share this with you. So at the last First Grade Literacy Network workshop in March, we talked a lot about what next year's literacy workshops would look like, the structure of them, what we'd be focusing on, and our collaborative time together. There have been some decisions made about what those will look like, and I'm here to share them with you. Firstly, we know the purpose of them to build our own knowledge around the essential practices and to work on applying those in really impactful ways in our classroom. That will continue. The collaborative time together, that time working on implementing the essentials, will be much more strategic and targeted. The element of, or the flipped classroom ideal will be something that we utilize next year. We talked briefly about it, and we also talked about barriers to using a flipped classroom. Again, you know that the purpose, my thought behind it was it provides you with that really precious time to collaborate together. And we can increase the amount of time you do that, as well as keep that professional learning happening around the essentials. You can also go at a self-directed pace. And there are modules that are very well done and already created that you can go through at that self-directed pace. So that being said, we will have 4 half-day workshops, as mentioned in the previous meeting. Again, those 4 half-days will be a half day of working together in your collaborative team. The expectation will be that you complete the module prior to attending the half-day workshop. The provisions that have been discussed to help not have another thing on your plate, that is going to look different depending on which school you work at. A couple of the thoughts, I'm giving you that information now, so you now have I think I counted earlier 4 or 5 months prior to the first workshop to have a look at least the first module. I'm also giving you the name, the 4 modules we'll be focusing on, so you'll have all of those. There's only 2 modules out of the 4 that aren't posted yet, but should be shortly. There's also a conversation happening with administrators and literacy teams to think about embedding these in your professional learning and your staff meetings. If you have questions about whether or not that's going to be done, how that's going to be done, etc., then talk to your principal and your administrative team. They should be able to give you more information. That being said, we will be utilizing Google Classroom to share resources and to have a forum for you to communicate with one another if you're not already doing that via email. I have the topics for you for next year using your feedback from the electronic evaluation. We will have 4 focus essentials, but there will also be 2 more that will be embedded into one will be embedded into all of them, and then another one will be embedded into the last one, but you will not have the expectation of completing those modules. So the 4 essentials, in September, we will hit the ground running with Essential 3, small group instruction. The module that you'll be working on will be more extensive information than you received at the March workshop, and then we will be coming together around some specific tasks. Those specific tasks are still being determined, and when they are determined fully, you will receive the agenda for all of the 4 for each of the 4 half workshops. Essential 1, engagement and motivation, will be the essential that is embedded into each workshop. It's essential in each component of your literacy instruction, so that'll be one that kind of is the thread through all. But Essential 3 will be our first module. Essential 6, writing instruction, will be our second focus area. We will be doing a lot of analysis of our schedules and talking about the programs that you already use. There is no focus at the current time of implementing a new writing program next year. However, we will start making sure that we are looking at our schedules really carefully, because that's a really big piece of writing instruction, is finding the time to do that. We will go back to Essential 5, the module. Sorry about that. Sorry about that brief interruption. Again, we're going back to Essential 5 phonics instruction. The module is very well done and is going to give you some pretty concrete information about phonics instruction. We'll also be doing some data analysis pieces to kind of bring those pieces together. And then the last essential that we will be focusing on will be Essential 7, which is vocabulary instruction. We will embed Essential 2 in that module as well, or in that workshop as well, which is read alouds with some pretty targeted strategic focuses. But those will be our 4 focus areas, or 4 times to come together, and 4 topics that we'll be working on. Along with this, you'll still receive targeted coaching. Right now, it's kind of up in the air as to what it will look like in each district, but the hope is that there will be building level coaches supporting you. Again, information about that will be shared by your administrative teams. A little bit about the locations and the dates and all those things. You're going to receive this flyer linked to your email. Having trouble getting this on the screen here. There we go. You will see on that flyer, you'll have the topics for each of the 4 workshops. You have the tentative dates for each of the workshops, and you'll notice that there are 3 workshops for each date, or for each topic. We will be splitting the district not into 2 groups. We will be splitting them into 3 groups, and they will be regional groups. So Akron, Fairgrove, Macomb, and Unionville, Seaboing, you will be 1 regional group. Cass City, Kingston, and Mayville will be the 2nd regional group, and then Reese, Millington, and Vassar will be the 3rd regional group. You will also have workshops that will be at least once out of the 4 workshops located at your home building. I'm not sure where the 4th workshop will be held yet, but that will I will definitely let you know. Again, there'll be half days. You will not always be going for the morning or the afternoon, and there will be a time in between for you to have lunch, travel if necessary, and get back to your classrooms in a timely manner. There will be an optional lunch provided. For those who want it, you'll have to request it prior to coming to the meeting, but again, more information will come about those. And again, the tentative dates are on the screen, or are on the flyer, and you also have your regional group and all of those things. These, again, will be a really powerful inclusion to our professional learning, and will hopefully keep giving you that time with your colleagues. Any questions, please let me know. You've got all of my details. I will be in and out of 1st grade classrooms in 4 or 5 of the schools for the remainder of the year. But if I'm not at your school, please don't hesitate to contact me, ask questions, etc. I would be more than happy to talk about it. I just wanted to do this video blast so that I wasn't taking up another one of your prep times during this very busy time of the year. So enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, and I hope that this gives you a little bit more information. Again, any questions, please let me know. Have a great Friday.